Hey everybody, welcome back to Scarlet's Letters, my series where I write a letter to you. And today is a letter for all of the aspiring music producers. I am a self-taught music producer after being a vocalist and singer for years and years and years and years. And after enough times of going to the studio and having somebody else produce my music, I finally just reached the point where I was like, enough. Thank you. Next. I need to figure out how to do this myself because I need to get these sounds out of my head. Obviously, producers are creative people. So inherently, by working with another producer to produce a song that you wrote, it's going to sound differently than you want it to sound and the sound that you had in your head because you're basically handing the paintbrush over to somebody else. So instead of getting mad or getting frustrated or just feeling hopeless, one thing that you can do is learn how to produce. And I know that seems like a really crazy, just colossal goal if you're starting from ground zero, but that's how you felt about walking before you walked, and that's how you felt about math before you learned how to do math. It's honestly still how I kind of feel about math, but music production is just another thing that you don't know now, but once you learn it, you have it forever. So think about it like that. Don't think about it as this thing that is unattainable. It's such a lofty goal. You're too old. Everybody's way ahead of you. All of this stuff. If you have the music already in your head, then you're closer than you think because all you need to do is use a couple tools that I'm going to show you and you'll be off to the races. You'll be ready to go. It's easier than ever to become a music producer stuff. So this is just going to be a really simple 101 on not only how to get started, but what gear you should use. And anytime you're learning something new, you definitely want to be prepared for frustration. So let's go ahead and just dive right into it. What do you need to get started to be a producer as soon as possible? Because we have no time left to waste. Step one, you need to get some gear. And lucky for you, I have put together a starter pack because it is very frustrating and hard to know what's going to be the easiest to plug in, what's going to be the most portable, what's going to be the most durable, and what's going to have the lowest learning curve. So I've put together a producer starter bundle. It's called the Dream Girl Producer Bag. So the Dream Girl Bag comes with a starter bundle with everything that I'm using right now to record this podcast. It is the Audio-Technica MX20 mixing headphones, the Shure SM7B microphone, the Focusrite Scarlet Solo, and the Akai MPK3 Mini, which we have in the back of the bag right here. This allows you to make beats and record high-quality vocals. I have produced my songs 100% remote without ever stepping into a scary, big, professional studio that you have to pay hourly for. That's not a great way to learn how to produce. You honestly can produce on your own. You can spend as much time as you need, but I really can't recommend enough getting your own gear. So if you don't know where to start, I've put that together for you. I'll link it down below. The Dream Girl bag is kind of a necessity. So the Dream Girl bag right here is a fully mobile music studio bag that was designed to fit underneath the seat of an airplane so that you can produce anytime, anywhere. This is step 2. Get a Dream Girl bag. Start exploring. Start adventuring around your city, finding sounds, creating in coffee shops, creating at your friend's house. Make it fun. Don't isolate. So the bag is designed with this water protective flap on the top. Once you open it up, then there is a flat top for you to put your laptop on. Say that I'm sitting on a log on the beach right now and I don't want to put my laptop on the ground. I can put it right here on top of the Dream Girl bag. Once you open it up, you've got a nice little pocket here for a notebook, some pens, some smaller little adapters if you need those, your interface, your headphones go in here, your mic. Then we have a couple more pockets in the front because outside of just being your studio bag, it's also going to be your travel bag. So I've got my wallets, my chargers. On the sides over here, you have extra room to put different cables. And on the other side is where I keep all of my hard drives. So it's everything that you need as an artist to fully create mobily and remotely. Because you becoming a producer isn't just about you getting your own personal freedom with your songs and your music. It's also about getting the freedom to perceive the world in the way that you want to and to create something from your perception. And with the Dream Girl bag, it allows you to travel everywhere in the world. It allows you to go anywhere that you want. The reason that this changes music production is because usually producers are stuck in dark, stuffy rooms, and that's where you have to get everything done. And a lot of the times you're missing out on the fun because it's a hassle to carry your gear everywhere. Not anymore. Because if I was going to be a producer, I'm going places. I'm doing things. And that's why I made the Dream Girl bag. So we also throw producer retreats for when you get a little more seasoned, a little more comfortable, a little more in your bag. We just went to Mexico with 7 girls. It was incredible. And then again, in this back pocket, this is where your MIDI board is going to go. So you can play this as a piano. You can play this as a beat pad. This is an adjuster for you to manipulate the sounds. You can also use this as an arpeggiator, which is like by just pressing one note. And then you've got all these other additional knobs that you can program to do various things. So really, you have an entire studio right here. So cross that off. You're now a studio owner. Okay, now that you've invested in gear, it's time to get busy. It's time to make some beats. The first thing you want to do is pick the software that you feel will be best for you. There's Ableton, there's Logic, which is what I use. There is Fruity Loops, there's Pro Tools, and Reason. Like before investing in the premium version of these DAWs, I would recommend trying the free version. Try working in BandLab. BandLab is a free online DAW that you can use. That's pretty great. I would also recommend working in GarageBand, which is free on all MacBooks. I would recommend working in Fruity Loops. Start to understand how these programs work. So that was step 1 and 2. Step 3 was choose your DAW. Step 4 is going to be start creating. This is my formula for creating. I love to use sample libraries like Splice. That's pretty much the only one that I use. I know that there are other ones, but I like to use Splice for sound shopping. And I talked about this before. You can either go sound shopping and find sounds to use in the real world, live, have a guitarist play something, have a bass player play something, you play something, you go record the trees ruffling, you go record 2 rocks banging together and add that to your track. Or you can find samples in real life by going to Splice, and you can really search up anything that you want on there. You can search up the BPM, you can search up the mood, you can search up the chords, you can search up anything that your heart desires. They're probably going to have it, okay? This includes and is not limited to EDM, bossa nova, rock, soul, R&B. They've got guitars. It's everything. And you can also do monthly subscriptions for different plugins. There's a really cool plugin on there that I like to use called Vocal Synth, and it's just monthly. If you don't like it, you don't have to pay for it again. So it is, it can be overwhelming. I know this may sound like a lot, but the gear is your key to an entirely new map that you get to explore. Don't expect to, and don't try to, explore every area of the map all at once. Start small, okay? Start by just finding sounds that you like. It's the easiest way to go. It's what's going to get you the most inspired. Start by listening to your favorite artist and trying to replicate that song. Try to figure out what words you need to use to get the sounds that you're looking for. You do need to know what to call things. You need to know that the drums are made up of kick, snare, hi-hat, toms, crash. There's a lot of names for very specific things in music. So that's another thing that you need to be prepared for. And I can do breakdown videos of all of these if you want. I just want to give you guys a general expectation of what it really means to be a producer. To me, being a producer is being the painter. You make the sounds. Let's start with the basics. Get your gear, get your bag, get your DAW, start finding some sounds. Find one loop that you like. Take note of the BPM. Take note of the key. Now go search that same BPM and that same key and just start downloading. Anything that catches your ear that you think might possibly go well with the first loop that you started, drag it over to your workspace. Pretty soon you'll have a stack of different loops and sounds. Now, as the producer, this is the fun part, you get to start soloing and muting, basically picking different patterns of these loops to find a base for what the soundscape of your song is going to sound like. From there, that's where we start building the structure. Okay, now this is where you're going to implement the tools that you've learned from listening to music or from already making music, where you know that the intro of a song is going to sound like this. The verse is going to come down a little bit. Then you're going to build it up to the bridge. Then you're going to build it up to the chorus for a full yeehaw, baby. You're going to bring it back down to the verse. And then you're going to do the whole thing again. You know the flow of a song. And then you're going to start doing that with the sound samples that you've found. And I can, again, go into a more in-depth breakdown, but this is just a very broad encouragement and educational video on how to get started and what exactly the steps are to creating music on your own. So I hope that helps. I have absolutely loved producing music. I have loved being my own producer, my own engineer. It has been so hard, but I did get one of the songs that I produced and engineered featured on the Grammy website. Put a little screenshot here, which was an incredible accomplishment, incredible feat. I'm so proud of myself. Like, these things can happen when you believe in yourself is the first step, and that is the hardest. I don't wake up every day believing in myself. It's a choice you have to make. You have to get sick of where you are, and you have to start really believing that you deserve something better. I hope that this video has helped push you over the edge to finally invest in yourself, finally get started on creating music, because it's so much more than just being able to say that you're a producer. It's the feeling of actually creating something real from your head straight into the computer, straight into the world. There's nothing better than that. If you ever want private production lessons, I do teach those. I love teaching students, or I love teaching artists how to produce their own music. I also offer vocal lessons. I've been in the game for quite a long time, and I've had a lot of fun, and I've learned a lot, and I would love to share that with you. So if you're interested in any private production lessons, vocal lessons, anything like that, definitely shoot me a DM, or my email will be below. If you're interested in buying a bag, we do have a couple of the first generation bags left for sale, so I'll be listing the link below. If it's out of stock, it's out of stock. We are currently dealing with the tariffs that are going on in the world, so we will be hosting a GoFundMe to help us cover those costs. That way we don't pass the additional cost of these tariffs on to you. So if you want to get involved in supporting us in that way, that would be great. Or if you just want to wait until the next round of bags come out and just purchase your gear now, that's also an option. We've got a lot of options for you to get started producing. It's super fun. I'm super excited for you to start producing. I have a feeling that this video is the one that did it. And I hope that it was. I hope that I pulled the veil on some things that have been kind of iffy, that had kind of had you second guessing. It's not that scary. It's super fun. Anybody can do it. I hope to be hearing your music out in the world. I hope you go viral on TikTok. I hope the best for you. In the meantime, you can go stream my music, Scarlet Park, or you can go stream the Dream Girl Manifestation playlist, which is just a super fun, upbeat, good vibes. Like, you'll feel unstoppable when you're listening to it. Definitely, if you're in a negative headspace, go listen to that playlist. It will get you right out of that. Or if you want to support other female music producers, you can listen to the Dream Girl Producer playlist, all on Spotify. Thank you so much for tuning into Scarlet's Letters. With love, I'm out.